both ends of the floor. 43 assists, 12 turnovers is just an incredible number. And the great part about that was, even in that fourth quarter when we were up, we continued to play the right way. Guys moved the ball, made plays for their teammates. So thrilled with the ball movement, the sharing, and the taking care of it. Scoring 64 in their paint, plus 19 on the glass, 20 in transition. Nikola has a triple-double in 3 quarters without missing a shot. Jamal Murray was on fire. There were so many guys that contributed to the win tonight. And I thought Peyton, filling in for Aaron Gordon, and obviously Aaron is in our thoughts and prayers, and been staying in contact with him, and he's on his way to recovering, which is a positive. But I thought Peyton did a really good job tonight. They didn't guard him to start the game, and he stayed with it. He didn't lose confidence. That can mess with you. The guys, when they just completely don't guard you, that can really mess with you. But I thought Peyton did a really good job. And the last thing I'll say is, obviously they're a much different team with John Morant. So we caught a break with him being out tonight. That team was playing great basketball. And I was proud of our guys for, once we learned about John not playing right before tip-off, our guys handled their business. There was no letdown. There was no we can just show up and win. We played the right way.
What do you tell a guy like Peyton in this situation? Is it a shoot-around that you tell him that he's starting? Is it just leading up to the game? Just what was that conversation with him like? And then when the way that they're guarding him, just how do you keep him in it?
Yeah, obviously, knowing that Aaron's going to be out, we went through some of their plays yesterday and then today as well. And, Peyton's been in the rotation. He's been closing games for us at times. So I think he knows that we have confidence and belief in him. And let's be honest, Peyton Watson is a huge part of our future. And so for him to go out there and, play against an all-star in Jaren Jackson Jr. and have to guard him in the post, and then for him to handle how they were guarding him. And we just told him at halftime, listen, and even in the huddles in the first half, if you're open, shoot the ball. But if they're not guarding you, don't feel like you have to stand in the corner. Cut, move without it, get on the rim. Nikola, Jamal, they're going to find you. And I thought he kind of had a good mix in that second half of, you're not going to guard me, I work on my shot, I can make this, and he did, as well as moving without it and putting pressure on the rim.
What does it say about Peyton, the fact that he took 9 shots? The percentage was great, but the fact that he took 9 shots.
Confidence, yeah. He's a young kid, and I just gave him a hug, and he said, Coach, thanks for trusting in me. And it's these are like growing opportunities. And last year, end of the season, he showed the potential, and this year, obviously, we've made a full commitment to playing him and Julian. And I think Peyton's learning curve and growth are just at a rapid rate right now. And he's, initially it was Peyton as a defender, and now you're getting Peyton as a complete basketball player. He's making plays for people. He's knocking down shots. He's attacking in transition, on top of defending on the other end. So I think him shooting, to your point, 6 of 14, 4 of 10 from 3. It shows that Peyton believes in his game and all the time that he puts into it. He lives in the gym, and the hard work pays off.
What do young players need to do to earn your trust?
Play hard. It sounds really simple, but it's. You just gotta, play hard, and I gotta know what I'm getting from you every night. I don't want it to be a box of chocolate like Forrest Gump said, and I open it up and I have no idea what I'm getting. I want to know when I put you in the game what I'm going to get you from every night, and that's not making threes, field goals. That's energy, effort, discipline, consistency. One of the greatest things you can say about a player is that you trust them, and obviously I think Peyton, has earned the trust, and that's why he got to start today.
Coach, we've talked in the past about Peyton being so raw.
You and me or everybody?
Everybody.
Okay.
Yeah. But we've seen him grow, and he had never played a game in college where he even played 25 minutes. And then last year we started seeing him at the end of the year, gets a couple starts. How hard and difficult is it to take someone that's maybe really raw and didn't have that experience into a situation where he's being relied upon by a championship caliber NBA team?
Yeah, that's that was a decision that we made as a franchise this summer. It's. With the way the NBA is set now, you have to draft some players, and you have to develop those players. And I think in Peyton's case, to your point, didn't play a lot in college, didn't play a lot last year. And the challenge to him this offseason was, you have a great opportunity this year, but you have to earn it. That was my message to him going into the preseason and regular season. Like, right now, you think these are your minutes. You're assuming. So don't assume that you're gonna be watching somebody else play in front of you. And to his credit, he owned that. And he started earning the minutes and earning the trust. So now he gets a start when Aaron is out. He's closing games like he did in Brooklyn. And the sky's the limit. The kid's got so much potential, and I think he has so much room for continued growth that makes it really exciting to see where Peyton was a year ago, where he is now, and then to look into the future and see where he's going to be. And it's going to be a big part of our franchise as we move forward.
Coach, this felt a lot of ways like a reminder game for Nikola and Jamal. Just it reminded me a lot of the finals, just the way that they're controlling the game, going back and forth, and both handling the ball and being as playmaking as forward as they were. Just how awesome is it to be able to rely on that and be able to go to that just night in and night out, knowing that they're still getting better.
Yeah, I mean, they were combined 20 for 23 tonight, which is incredible. So their efficiency, their ability. You know what I love about both those guys too is that, and I don't know how many MVPs you could say this about. Nikola doesn't care. Like, hey, how many shots am I getting? I mean, he was 11 for 11 tonight. He doesn't care about that. If Jamal's got it going, he's clapping for Jamal. He takes more joy in his teammates' success. I mean, that is the true definition of being selfless, and he lives it every day. And so if Jamal's got it going, we feed Jamal. If Nicola's got it going, we feed Nikola. And when those two are playing at the level, Ryan, that you talked about tonight, it just makes everybody else's job that much easier because they attract so much attention. So we make 23s tonight. We have 43 assists because those two are kind of setting the table for themselves and everybody else.
One more. Did you come into tonight wanting to let Peyton have the starting job and let him have a runaway with it while Aaron's out, or have you thought about trying different guys in that spot while AG's out of the lineup?
Yeah, I won't get into details, but Peyton was not originally supposed to start tonight, but he did. And, you get a chance like that, and now all of a sudden you're called upon, and you go out there and play like that, you make my job that much harder to say, hey, listen, because in my opinion, Harrison, it was when Aaron went out, not knowing when he's coming back, I was going to take this almost like a game by game. Who are we playing? What's the best matchup? Who are we playing next game? What's the best matchup? But when you think about Peyton's talent, his potential, and the fact that we're going to rely upon him for many years, nights like tonight are only going to speed up that process. So, proud of him. He was terrific, but doesn't mean anything. We got a team tomorrow night that's playing great basketball with one of the best guards in the whole world, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and they beat us at home last time. And I watched the game last night. They got two guys, and Shai and Jalen Williams, who can get their shot whenever they want it. So tomorrow night is going to be a heck of a challenge. So you enjoy this for a few minutes, then you turn the page and get ready for tomorrow night.
Thank you, Coach. We'll get Peyton and Nikola in here shortly.
Thanks, everyone.